All right, how does this angle look? Let's just try it out here. I think we are fine. I'm just gonna wonder, because I have my rice bag back. I'm actually gonna try maybe just bringing this back a little. Let's try this. Whoa. All right, how are we doing out here? I think we're good. Let me zoom in actually a little bit more. Let's try this. You know what? I'm gonna make it happen. You guys won't see the rice bag, but I got a rice bag right here. And we are back to the arm wrestling talks. So today I have something that had come up extremely recently, and I just want to quickly go over this with you and talk about it, because this is something that I find is extremely controversial, and this, in my opinion, should be completely not okay. So let's get going on the rice bag and I will show you. But as you guys know, recently I went to Hungary, which I'm gonna actually tell you a funny story after this in regards to that. Anyways, and I arm wrestled at an arm wrestling club there. Everything went well, no issues. And then followed a couple people on, well, met a couple new people from there, started talking with them a little bit more. And then one of them sent me a message yesterday, which is where I got the idea from, sent me a message yesterday that there has now been some conflict in Hungary in terms of arm wrestling, and I want to bring this up to you. So let me just open up the message here. Let me find his name first. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me find it. Just stay with me here for a sec, stay with me. Okay. So, I'm gonna show you I'll just tell you the conversation here. So, the guy that I spoke with, he asked me which league, I'm just gonna read the conversation. He says, which league are you in, WAF or IFA? I was like, neither. He's like, good for you. This is the mafia system, divides the people of arm wrestling. I'm like, I can agree to a certain extent, just kind of agreeing with what he was saying. Then he comes, the guy's Hungarian, by the way, if you didn't know. And then he says, now they banned one of the best juniors from WAF because there was a TikTok live today where he had a practice pull with one of the IFA members. There was no official post about it yet. This is pathetic. And then he goes on to say he is 17 years old and the other guy is about 88 kilograms in Hungary. And then he goes to say, after we talked a little bit, in Hungary, you're either part of the IFA or WAF or neutral, but you can't do anything if you are neutral. There were clubs who were also torn apart and went from IFA to WAF. So I said, yo, just send me a bunch of details. I'd like to talk about it. So he spoke a little bit further, and I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this. This is a problem. So this is all my opinion. This is not, this possibly could be the way it is. However, you can't tell me, I know if you are under contract with a super match, like when Devin had a super match with Michael Todd at the time, and I'm assuming this applies to all matches at a very high level. But Devin was, I was talking with him, so he came down to a tables monkey practice. This was 2021, I believe. Up until recently, it was my most viewed video. That's why I'm thinking of this. But at the time when I was speaking with Devin, I remember I was so nervous. First time I ever saw him, I was like, yo, I gotta get his opinion on the Michael Todd matchup, because he, at the time, was going up against Michael Todd. Well, I remember at that event, he was saying that he cannot arm wrestle with his, I believe it was, right arm. He could not arm wrestle with his right arm because he was under contract with, was it with Wall? I don't remember. He was under contract with X League. Someone please correct me. I haven't put too much thought into that, but I remember it was against Michael Todd. And so he was saying he cannot arm wrestle with his right because he's under contract. Cool, I get it. But if you're gonna sit here and tell me, and this goes for, and I'm not shitting on Hungary, I'm not shitting on strictly the IFA or WAF, I'm saying in general, why is it, seriously, please tell me, why is it an issue if you are training with someone from a different organization? You're not having a super match, you're not setting up a rankings where you're like, oh, I just beat officially the number X person and I'm in this league, so your league sucks, whatever. Why is it an issue for anyone? Why is this an issue if you are literally practicing on a table with someone from a different league? Tell me. Because for me, I'm agreeing with what Buddy is saying, and I am not a professional arm wrestler where I am contracted out to a certain league, so maybe my opinion, it doesn't matter as much. But for all of you who watch my videos, seriously tell me, am I thinking of this, if what I'm saying, is it wrong? Am I genuinely wrong? Am I seeing something that most people don't see? Or what these people are seeing? So for me, it's like, why, I know I'm repeating the same thing, but why is this an issue for someone in an organization to train on a table through a stupid fucking TikTok video or whatever it was, a TikTok video? Why is this an issue? And now the person is banned, the one who trained is banned from, I think it's the IFA or WAF, doesn't matter. But whoever the individual is now banned from, I think it was WAF, yeah, is now banned from WAF. In my opinion, that's completely stupid. Excuse my language, but that's just dividing people up. And I'm not about that life. Unless, I don't know. I was gonna say unless you're under contract, but even that, if you're telling me I cannot train with you, so I have to do it illegally, do I have to invite the person over to my house and then not film it? If I want to train with someone, I'm gonna train with someone. That's just the way it is. I'm not gonna, anyways, I just feel like maybe I'm seeing things differently than probably the way I should be. But the fact that you're banning someone from an organization because they have trained with someone else, to me, is completely ridiculous. So if you guys know anything about this or understand why this is an issue, seriously, let me know down in the comments below. I do think this is a problem. I could be completely wrong, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. But I feel like I'm right. I really do. Because I'm right about everything. So, very sarcastic. But if you guys have any, it just pisses me off, man. I know maybe this is going way off topic here. And like I said, my opinion can be way off. And if I am, please let me know and be like, hey, look, the reason this is happening is for X reason. But if you are going to be, I don't want to call it discriminating, but that's essentially what it is, in my opinion. It's essentially like racism. It's essentially like dividing up fucking people because of you're in a different fucking association. I'm not allowed to train with you because you're in that league. Who gives a shit? Seriously, who gives a shit? It's not like we broke a contract, we competed under a different organization, and I won a match and won X amount of money. I don't know, man. It pisses me off. It really does. So if you guys know anything about this, seriously, let me know. I am genuinely curious why this is a problem. It sucks for the individual. Imagine yourself, you get kicked out of an organization because you literally practice with someone. It's fucking arm wrestling, dude. This isn't you fighting out of the UFC and you went illegally and competed at a different organization that you broke a contract. I don't know. Regardless, I'll leave it there. But I guess onto other things. This stuff isn't maybe as important. So if you guys want to stay around, feel free to chill out. But we are officially back from Hungary. We've been back for a couple days now. This video is officially the first rice bucket, I guess, recovery video since I've been back. So this is the start of a continuous series. You guys seem to enjoy them because I have made, this will be, I think, my 12th rice bucket video. And I think I've gained about 12 subs. I think I'm averaging like 1 subscriber per video. Some have gotten more, some have not gotten any. But on average, I think I'm averaging about 1 subscriber per video. So if this trend keeps up, I'm just gonna keep making them. And if it falls off a cliff and people hate it, people don't enjoy it, then I'm gonna stop doing them. However, speaking of that, if you guys have any suggestions, anything you ever want me to talk about, throw it in the comments below. That's the only way I'm gonna see it, unless if you're gonna DM me on Instagram, but that would, in my opinion, make no sense. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's the same thing as my YouTube channel, just type in Keanu McGill. I do post a fairly amount of life/updates, arm wrestling oriented stuff most of the time, so if you don't wanna miss out, follow me there. But yeah, that's, I guess, what's going on right now. We're back from Hungary. It's been a couple days. I'm not gonna lie, the jet lag is pretty wild. What time is it right now? It is 6:22 p.m. and I'm exhausted. The girlfriend is exhausted. The heat, we're coming from like 42 degrees Celsius to 20, like 22, 23 on average now. And I thought it was gonna help a tremendous amount, and it has been, but I'm still feeling tired, so we'll see. And when you go to Hungary from Victoria, you're going plus 9 hours. So when you come back, you minus 9 hours, which isn't as bad, but it's still been a struggle the last couple days. I mean, you guys know how it is. For those who travel, when you are going back or forward quite a few hours, it can definitely mess with sleep. Yeah, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. Back at it. Yeah, what else do I have for updates? Oh, today I found out I had a hernia. Now, apparently the good forearm bird. Oh yeah. Apparently it's 1 centimeter in diameter, so extremely large. But yeah, 1 centimeter in diameter, and apparently it's not important. Like, it's not life-threatening, or I could pretty much leave it. I have to go and speak with a doctor to kind of verify that. However, I'm being told it's not really an issue, which is kind of scary to me because, first of all, I don't want surgery on my stomach. I don't want surgery at all. And 2, I like to lift heavy, and I don't want to have that taken away from me. But I'll be honest with you, it kind of scares me a little bit because it kind of makes me think of my health longevity-wise. And then I had my, back to the health thing, and then I had my blood tested a couple months ago, and one of the scary things that happened to me was I had high iron. So today I'm literally sitting waiting for my appointment for my hernia, and I'm like, oh, I should look up this iron thing. And you guys know how it is. You guys will look up something on Google. Don't ever do that, by the way. Don't ever go on Google and search anything, because you could say you hit your toe on the corner of your bed frame and you'll find out you have cancer. Like, it's fact. Like, that's what happens. If you stub your toe and then you search it on Google, you'll get some stupid Reddit or Facebook post of you probably have like lung cancer. So of course I go down this rabbit hole while I'm waiting for my hernia results. And then I found out I might be dying soon. So that was nice to hear. Anyways, and then of course when I found out somewhat the results, that it was very minimal, I kind of like calmed down a little bit. I was like, fuck, I should start really thinking about my health, because it kind of scared me a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell you that story for Hungary before I let you guys go. I think this is This is pretty funny. So before going to Hungary, about 6 months ago, I had contacted the Hungarian Arm Wrestling Club, well, at least through Instagram, the one I was speaking to. And we just got into detail, location, who my girlfriend is, because my girlfriend's Hungarian, and just genuine conversation. And then I was like, hey, look, I'm gonna message you guys when I pull up to Hungary, and we gotta get a practice in. Cool, that was the plan, everything was good there. So, a couple months go by, and then of course, I arrive in Hungary, and then I start messaging the club, and I'm getting absolutely no answer back. For those who remember, a couple videos ago, I actually talked about this. I was like, I didn't get an answer until last minute. So I'm messaging the club, I'm getting no answer. Well, so I start going through their followers for people that are mutual friends with myself, who I've somewhat spoken with before, friends through friends. And I think I'd messaged like 5 or 6 people about the pulling up. Well, a couple of them, I think 3 of them got back to me. And they're like, yep, it's gonna be this location, this time, see you there, can't wait to train with you. I'm like, cool, yep, that's the plan. Hopefully I can film all this, yeah, no problem. So I show up, arm wrestle, don't think anything of it, and then finish the vacation, come home, and then today, literally today, yeah, it was today. I tag Arm Wrestling Hungary in the post of the video that I released, which if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's one of my videos just right before this one, about me arm wrestling with the guys. And they're like, oh no, sorry, that's not our team. We are IFA or something. And I was like, what? And I was thinking, I'm like, did I go to the wrong arm wrestling club? So what happened is the whole time I was messaging this arm wrestling club, I thought it was the main one, apparently, supposedly, about showing up to this club, and then last minute, because they weren't answering, I messaged a bunch of people, but some of the people that were following the arm wrestling club actually trained somewhere else. So at the last minute, I was given a different location, different people, and me, I'm assuming the whole time it's who I've been speaking to. So randomly, literally randomly, I went to the wrong arm wrestling club, I met the wrong people, and had the time of my life, and it was freaking awesome. I only find this out today, so like, what are the chances that for months I speak to one individual or to the arm wrestling club, and then last minute I message a bunch of other people, I go to the wrong place thinking it's the other place. Yeah, anyways, thought that was funny. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys have anything you want me to talk about, just throw it in the comments down below. And yeah, like the video if you like it, consider subscribing, there are a lot more coming, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.